Welcome to the video. We have a bit of a different one for you today. We've decided to put together a two-part day in the life episode to give you a glimpse at the things we get up to during the day when we're not normally filming. Enjoy. Good morning. I thought it'd be kind of cool today to shoot a sort of day in the life video, just to show everybody what a day looks like for me working remotely and then getting up to something in the afternoon. So it's really early and I'm not quite awake yet. It's 5:15. First thing I usually do when I get up is go to the washroom. All right, with that pressing need done, get to the rest of the morning routine. So my morning routine is pretty standard. I pretty much do the same thing every day when I'm starting work. I get the kettle going. They don't have an electric kettle here at the B&B, so I have to use the one that goes on the stove. Bear with me while I get my coffee ready and actually wake up. So we'll fill up the kettle. Just get enough water in there for coffee, so it doesn't take too long to boil. And usually while that is boiling, I'll just go set up my laptop and check in. Actually, let's put up one of the blinds, get some light in here. That is the morning view. Super quiet out there. Do a quick check-in at work just to see if there's anything pressing first thing in the morning. Just review some tasks, get ready to start. So I've been keeping Toronto time here in Vancouver. That's why I'm getting up so early, is because I want to have my day correlate mostly to the office back in Toronto. Also because that allows me to end my day quite early here, Vancouver time, and I have the ability to go out and explore. Nicole and I can go out and do something quick, do a quick attraction, or just sort of walk around downtown or do whatever we've been doing. It's been working out really well. So just do some quick emailing and wait for the water to boil. And then we're going to go make some coffee, which is the best part of the morning. All right, water's boiled, yay, finally. And we have hot water. So that means we can make coffee. Let me get out the coffee paraphernalia. Since we came in almost 4 weeks ago now, there wasn't a French press here at the condo. There was a regular drip coffee machine, which I basically never use. At home, use a French press for the most part, but it took me like a day or so to realize that pour overs were huge here. So I did a little research and decided to pick up a pour over, so like some pour over stuff. What I got was the V60 dripper. So this is a Hario. Hario seems to be a pretty popular brand for this kind of stuff, coffee and pour over. Here are the filters. I also picked up a carafe for the Hario. It's made for this size of dripper. And this I bought on Granville Island. I actually surprisingly got this at Indigo. I don't know how I came upon it there, but this was 50% off at Indigo, which was like a very odd coincidence. But unfortunately, this took me 10 days to get once I had ordered it, so I didn't get this until last week. I think when we were out going to the art gallery and we were rushing to get to Indigo to pick something up, it was this. So this has been great ever since I got that for the last week or so. I'm no expert in doing a pour over, but I will show you the basic steps. So the first step is to rinse the filter. So that's rinsing out the filter. So we're just doing that to get any of the paper residue out of the filter. Shake that off into the sink and dump out that hot water. So the next step is weighing out the coffee. Found a couple YouTube videos that showed exactly how to do this, and I just ended up using one of the ratios that one of those videos recommended. So it was 26 grams of ground coffee to 400 grams of water. There we got the coffee in the filter flattened out, and then this particular YouTube video suggested making a bit of a divot. The next step is to time this. They suggest that you put in double weight of water as coffee to start off with. So I put in 30 grams. So I'm going to put in 60 grams of water just to sort of pre-moisten the grinds and get them sort of waking up. And then the rest of the water up to 400 grams should take 2 minutes. So just let that sit for 30 seconds roughly to bloom the coffee. That's probably long enough. And then I roughly go to 400. So we'll just slowly start pouring this over. All right, there we go. Roughly 400 grams of water. It just has to sit a little bit longer. I'll just stir it gently a couple times and let that finish dripping. And then while that is dripping is when I finally go and brush my teeth. So we've mentioned this in the past, sort of in passing maybe, but we have Invisalign. That is why I didn't brush my teeth when I first went into the washroom this morning, because I want to leave those in as long as possible. So these things just pop out. They're kind of like mouth guards. I will just rinse them and let them sit in some water until I'm ready to put them back in, at which point I'll brush them. So I have to brush my teeth and those teeth quite a bit. There they go. They just sort of sit in that glass of water. And now I'll brush my teeth for the first time. The coffee is done dripping. So this filter just pop that right into the garbage. And the coffee is ready, thank goodness. To start the day, I will generally sit here on this side of the couch beside the window so that I can look out the window as I ponder. When I ponder, and depending on the day and what's going on first thing, I'll either try to do a bit of reading. Today I think I'll get a bit of time to read that, and I'll just set up here on the couch, read that a bit, and then get back to my laptop. Calls start in an hour, and I'm not sure how interesting the rest of this is going to be. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, morning calls are done. I have a few hours now until my next set of calls, so I'm going to take this opportunity to go down to a coffee shop and do some work down there. One of the benefits of being able to work remotely is having that flexibility, a little bit of autonomy over where I am working, and I do like getting down to a coffee shop just for the change of pace. This trip I haven't had a chance to do that too often, just because of the way schedules have gone, I guess, but today I can make it happen. So I'm going to pack up here and go down to Rocanini. It's like literally less than a 5-minute walk, including going down the elevator, like from door to door. It's like easy 5 minutes. So pack up and head out. The elevators in this building are pretty good. I don't think we've ever really had to wait too long. We've been in some buildings that was kind of horrible. There's 3 of them here. And there's mine. And kind of interesting for security, they have the fob, and you need to use the fob if you want to go anywhere that's not a public space. So if you want to go to down here to the parking, or level 3 where the gym is, or up to your own floor, we're on 27. You have to tap there with your fob, and then that unlocks the various rooms, or sorry, various floors. Good for security. This building has 2 entrances or exits, however you want to look at it. There's this one here, which is the one we came into when we got here. We didn't know any better. There was one at the back. So that's on the main road, and we hardly ever use that exit because most of the time we're going into the city, which is out this door. That one, I guess if we are going across the bridge to Whole Foods in that direction, we take that door because the bridge is right there out the door basically. But this one is like the nice entrance into the building. It's got the roundabout for dropping them off and picking people up, and nice landscaping. The other side is basically stores. And then there's this nice leather couch here in the lobby, which is really convenient because I like to sit here and do up my shoes. Instead of crouching down in the condo to do up my shoes, I always just sit there on that couch on the way out. Yeah, this is perfect. We walk out of the building and we just come out to our main road, which is Beatty Street, and Rokanini is just down the street on the other side. So that's the lay of the land a little bit. As you can see, a really quick walk to the coffee shop. Over. It's had a nice pour over there, got some good work done there. And it was awesome when I walked in, they were playing the Star Wars theme song, which is amazing. And it was pretty quiet when I got there, but it got really packed. I think every seat in the house was full by the time I left. So I'm rushing back upstairs now. I have another bunch of calls for the rest of the day. Call in 10 minutes, just gotta get situated. I think it's just back-to-back calls now till 1 o'clock my time here. And then I'll be moving on from work to the afternoon activities, which I'm pretty excited for today. All right, last call for the day is done. And it's time to make some food. So let's go into the kitchen. You'll notice that I did not eat yet. That is because I do what's called intermittent fasting, and that basically just means that I don't eat for 16 hours a day and only eat within an 8-hour window. And my 8-hour window typically is from 1 or 2 p.m. to about 9 or 10 p.m. And so that has worked out really well on this trip. And I do that at home, that's just a constant thing I do, but it's worked out really well here, allowing me to work straight through the morning and not having to take a lunch break, and being able to take that at the end of my day so I can end a little bit earlier than I would have otherwise. All right, let's see what we got. So we have, I think I've got 3 eggs left. Got 3 eggs here. I do have some oat bran left, but I don't know if that's, usually I have quite a big bowl of oat bran with banana. I don't have any bananas left. Add some protein powder into it and some chocolate chips on top. That's usually my carb source for my first meal, and then the eggs are my protein. For the bran, I need to get some water going, so I'll get the kettle back on the heat here and get some water boiled. All right, the water is boiling, and I'm going to get this oat bran done. I got this nice big bowl, and I got my oat bran in there. I'm just going to add some hot water, just like making oatmeal. Sort of mix it around until it comes together, and I will also add some chia seeds. I like to put chia seeds in my oats. We want about a tablespoon, which is about 11 grams. That's a bit too much, but that's okay. Mix that up, and then I will add protein. I brought a bucket of vanilla protein. We'll go with 1 scoop of vanilla protein into the oats. But that will make it quite dry again. To loosen that up a bit, I like to add in almond milk, or I've got some cashew milk here, so I add some of that in. Kind of like half a cup, I would say. Give it a good oatmeal sort of consistency. So we got our oats done. And normally, like I said, there'd be some banana, but there's no banana today. Because we were trying to get through all of our groceries, because we've only got a couple more days to eat up all this stuff. But I do have some chocolate chips. So I'll put like a handful of these sugar-free chocolate chips on top of my oatmeal and let those sit. Those are fresh out of the fridge, so they're cold. So by the time I eat, usually they're just starting to melt a little bit, which is really nice. And there we go. There's my oat bran. So I'll let that sit for a bit. Then we'll get our eggs going. We have 3 frying pans here, and I just used the small one. And we are going to go with 10 grams of butter. Eggs fried in butter, you can't go wrong with that, right? So that's what I usually do. Move that butter around a bit in there. Alright, so we'll just let those cook away a little bit. All right, I think these eggs are far enough along that they're ready for a flip. And let's see if I crack under the pressure here. There we go, just finish off the tops. And I'll just finish them off with a crack of pepper and salt. And there, that is lunch. So that's lunch. Oat bran with vanilla protein and chocolate chips, usually with banana, and 3 eggs fried. And then I will sit here and watch some YouTube while I eat. And that's usually how it goes after work. Make some food, eat the food, watch some YouTube, and then go down to the gym. So I will show you the gym. I'll take you down there and show you what the 3rd floor looks like. And hopefully there's not too many people in the gym so I can film the gym a little bit. It's funny, we brought our Apple TV. Our beloved Apple TV came with us here, and I have it hooked up, sitting on the top of this TV. I had to bring our Apple TV. That's our entertainment. We watch Crave and YouTube basically. I'm gonna eat this food and get dressed and go down for a workout. Eggs are gone. I just started my oats, and I thought I would show you these chocolate chips. Look at that. They're just starting to melt. Mmm. It's really good. Okay, I'm done lunch now. That was really good. And now I'm going down to the gym. I've changed. I'm in the workout gear. And let's head down to the 3rd floor. Gym and the pool are all accessible from the 3rd floor. All right, here we go. Tap. We have a pretty good gym here. The pool's really good. Nicole really likes the pool. The gym is pretty well equipped. The only thing that's missing, I would say, are some leg machines. It has a leg press machine, but it doesn't have anything else. So there's no leg extensions or curls or anything like that. But it's got a really good set of dumbbells, a good cable machine, and a few other machines that are really good. So here we are, 3rd floor. The 3rd floor has some residential on it. And we are going this way. And the men's change room is there if you're going into the pool. Here are all the amenities. There's the pool area. I don't want to look like a creep, but there's the pool area, hot tub. There's a sauna and a steam room. And this out here is that roundabout. This is basically where you see me starting many a video. You can't see it from this angle, I guess, because of the trees. Here we go. There's Beatty Street, where we walked to the coffee shop this morning, and the roundabout is here on the left. And the main entrance to our building is on the left. So there's 2 towers in this complex, and they share the amenities. And there's the pool, another look at the pool, and a really nice patio. And there were people sunbathing out there yesterday. It was pretty hot the last couple days here. And so the pool was getting good use, and so was the patio. And moment of truth, are there people in the gym? So the gym is right here. So far it looks empty. Yeah, it's empty today. That's unusual. You can see some benches and free weights, a good set of dumbbells. There's a water cooler here to fill up your water bottle. and a good variety of cardio machines. And here are the machines. There's a lat pull down and a row machine here in one, 2-in-1 type machine. This is the leg press machine, and this is a shoulder and chest press machine. You can lay this bench down to do chest. So pretty good versatile machines. And then this cable machine is really good because you can come here and adjust the upright depending on what exercise you're going to do. That's a really nice gym. Not the best gym I've ever seen in a condo, but definitely not the worst. I've seen some pretty bad condo gyms. Time to get my workout in. Today is shoulder day, so I'm going to be hitting shoulders. Probably can do it in a good 40 minutes. Get enough of a burn. And then head back upstairs, get ready to go out. And I'll show you all the stuff I have ready to pack. I got a lot of stuff to take with me today for what I have planned. But I'm really excited. So let's get this workout over with. All right, workout's done. Whew. Time to head up, shower, pack up, and make our way out. I'll fill you in what's going on this afternoon once I get up there and catch my breath. All right, I'm showered, clean, I'm ready to go, I'm dressed. I had to deliberate a little bit on what to wear because here's the plan. So I'm going back to Stanley Park. I really wanted to see, it's gonna sound weird, but I really wanted to see some big ships coming and going out of the harbor under Lions Gate Bridge. And we were hoping to see that on the weekend when we were there, and we didn't, except I kind of did, which was super annoying. When we were boarding the trolley to leave, you saw us at the parking, like little parking lot up on the main road. When I boarded the trolley and sat down and looked out the window through the trees towards the bridge, I saw the back of one of those cruise ships that were docked at Canada Place that day. So we just missed it because we were just down there at the water and we didn't see it. So I did a bit of research and found the Port of Vancouver's webpage that lists all the cruise ships, their times and dates and when they're going to be in and whatnot. And so there's 3 ships in today. 2 of them are supposed to be leaving around 4:30 and 1 is supposed to be leaving at 5. So I'm going back to Stanley Park. I am going to bike. I wanted to try a bike ride here. There's like really good bike paths everywhere and you can rent bikes really easily off the street. They have this whole system set up that I'll show you. And so that's what I'm doing. So I'm just packing up now. I'm grabbing all my gear and stuff for doing some filming and doing the time lapse. I'm going to do a time lapse over the bay of the ships leaving. I think that will be pretty cool. So I better get a move on. It is almost, it's 20 to 4 and the first boat is supposed to leave port at 4:30. So let's go down and get this bike sorted. All right, I made it down to the bikes and I am really behind schedule. It's now 10 to 4. I have 40 minutes to bike and get into the park. So let's see how this works.
Oh, excellent. There's a spot for my bag. I was worried about that. So Vancouver has this amazing automated bike rental system, just like pretty much every city out there nowadays. And this one you can use a card, like an old school card, or an app on your phone. And that's what I've decided to use today. And it's pretty straightforward, just typing in my numbers here, first the account number, and then it wants my PIN code, which the app will give me. And then I just wait for it to be accepted, and when it does, it automatically unlocks, which is crazy. It has this locking cable here which holds on to the helmet. Oh, this is a bit difficult with one hand. Well, there's the helmet, and the locking cable is pretty ingenious. It actually goes into the handlebars, so it just gets out of the way. You don't have to really worry about it outside the bike. Bike has a bell here as well, as you'd expect, and it's multiple shifting levels, so it's great. Let's get going.
I'm alive. All right, I made it to an interesting spot. One of the boats left already.
trick or trap thing sucks. And so it is now 5:40 and I have to meet Nicole at 7:30. Hopefully they don't attack